Hi, everybody. Thanks for taking the time out tonight to join us to learn about the Bonner Leaders Program. First of all, congratulations. Congratulations on being accepted to Wilkes. And I really hope that the rest of your college search process is going equally well. I'm sure this invitation may have caught some of you by surprise, and that's because the Bonner Leaders Program is actually a newer program here at Wilkes. And I hope that you find it exciting to be among the very first who have been invited to it. So we wanted to take this opportunity to hopefully address some of the concerns and the questions you may have about it, and then we can hopefully encourage you to follow through and apply to the program. So I have a couple slides here. Let me just get them up for you to see. All right, so the Bonner Leaders Program, where I said it's a new program for Wilkes, it's actually not a new program overall. The Bonner Leaders Program is actually a nationally recognized civic engagement program that's at over 70 schools throughout the entire nation. The program was actually began in 1990, and it has continued to grow because it has been so effective in training students to become effective altruistic leaders who are able to tie their academic experience to community service. The goal of the Bonner Leaders Program, and certainly the goal that we have here at Wilkes, is to transform our students into strong, solid young leaders, but also to enable them to help transform our campus and lead programs here at Wilkes, but also to have a positive, lasting impact in the greater Wilkes-Barre community. The motto of the Bonner Leaders Program, as you can see, I have it up, it's access to education and opportunity to serve. It's the belief that all students are entitled to optimize the benefits that are at an institution of higher ed, and that we actively work to remove any barriers that would potentially prevent students from having those opportunities. What I mean by that is that we take the federal work study money that you may be entitled to in your financial aid package, and we use that to compensate you for the community service work that you do in the community. So whereas we really believe that a lot of you have a heart for service and would probably do a lot of these things out of the goodness of your heart, we managed to find a way that would compensate you for your time and encourage you to use your time that you would normally spend in a campus job and be able to spend it out in the community. But overall, even though community service is at the heart of it, we are intent on developing strong young leaders. There is a very distinct structure to the Bonner program. So this isn't just an opportunity that we're rewarding you for something you've done in high school or who you already are. We are going to continue to work with you and mold you and guide you through the whole process. So it's not a once and done program. We are asking an investment of your time and your energy and your commitment. And there is a defined structure. The benefit of that structure is that you will follow through on the process, and it's very intentional. So whereas saying we're going to develop you into a young leader certainly sounds great, I think being able to back it up with a plan makes the deal all the more sweeter. So the commitment that we're looking for is 6 to 8 hours per week in direct service. And we have a variety of community partners that we work with already. For instance, these are sites you would normally volunteer at. Perhaps the local soup kitchen or food bank, the local YMCA, there's environmental programs, there's tutoring programs. We have a plethora of opportunities that we already actively engage here at Wilkes, and we're certainly open to engaging more through the Bonner program. But the 6 to 8 hours per week in direct service, you would be doing the work that you would consider volunteer work. But you're not just going to do that for your all of your 4 years. The intention is to grow and develop your skills. So not only are you giving back to these sites, you're becoming a young leader and you're helping these organizations to grow and change and become more effective in their own work. Additionally to the 6 to 8 hours of service, We're also going to have 1 to 2 hours each week of either workshops or guest speakers, reflection events, the things that are going to allow you to come together with other Bonner students and to discuss what you're doing in the community, to address problems, to enhance your skills. These aren't just going to be another classroom experience, though. I don't want you to get fearful that what we're expecting here is equivalent to another class. While there is certainly going to be learning involved, I certainly hope there's a lot of fun and engagement involved as well. So these meetings, they can vary from one-on-one meetings to meetings with your classmates, with your cohort, the other students who are in your class year that are also Bonner students. And then as we grow the program through the years, we'll have what's called all Bonner meetings, meaning everybody comes together in a big group setting. And from what I understand from other schools, those tend to be very lively, very engaging. And they're the things that really connect the students to each other and to the greater campus community. And like I said, this isn't a once and done. We're rewarding you for what you've done and who you already are. This is a 4-year commitment. So we're looking to develop you through the 4 years. We understand that it is going to be a commitment. So we are currently working on some additional benefits to the Bonner program that will hopefully enhance the overall Wilkes experience. And some of these are in discussion right now because, like I said, this is a new program for the university. But we're looking at things like a live and learn community where, as a first-year student, you would be able to live with other Bonner students who, like you, they would understand what it means to be attracted to community service and have to learn how to manage their time. I mean, the 68 hours per week is not a whole lot different from what we expect of some of our varsity athletes. So the program does have an intensity to it, and it's a wonderful opportunity to be able to connect with other students who understand what that commitment requires. So we're considering a live and learn community. We're also thinking about something like priority scheduling. You obviously are going to have to make a commitment to a community partner. And if we can help you choose your classes around that service schedule, that's certainly going to be a benefit for you and for your service site. And then there's other things as well that we're considering. And these benefits will only grow and change and become better as we progress through your 4 years at Wilkes and as the program becomes more rooted into the Wilkes University culture. Now, I mentioned before that is a 4-year program, and we certainly don't want you to think it's just going to be stagnant. You know, well, I'm going to be doing the same thing for all 4 years. And no, that's not the case. We hope to connect you with some of the issues and the community partners that really inspire you. So if you have a passion for hunger and food insecurity, we have partners that we can team you up with. If you have never discussed the issue of food insecurity before, this could be a great opportunity to learn about that. And then it goes for all different areas of service and social justice. And you certainly have the opportunity to even change partner sites and work elsewhere and learn about other community issues as well. But to give you an idea of how we expect to grow and develop you, I put up this graphic. This is actually from the Bonner program itself. And it's a bit colorful and it might be a little overwhelming at first to look at, but I just want to highlight a couple things for you. And if you want to go back to this more, it is on the Bonner program website and we will eventually get it connected to our website as well. But at the bottom, you can see the blue bars. The blue is the education, the reflection. That's supposed to be roughly 20% of your time. That's the 1 to 2 hours every week that you are going to invest in either reflection, training, workshops, things like that. That doesn't change for the 4 years. So from first year to your senior year, it's 1 to 2 hours every week doing Bonner work. Your first year, and you can also see that it's years and then broken down into semesters too. Most of your service is going to be spent in direct service. So actively tutoring young children, actively boxing food at the food bank for the food boxes that go to area agencies to support food insecurity. It might be working on environmental sites and helping to clean up areas that have been devastated by pollution. Primarily when you come in, as we introduce you to Wilkes, as we introduce you to the Bonner program, it's going to be your more traditional volunteer work. And then as you move through, the next color you see pop up is yellow, and that's service leadership. So we fully believe that you are going to have the potential to become a leader at these organizations, not only because of who you are, but also because you have the Bonner program and the Wilkes name behind you. So you're going to stand out and you're going to be entrusted with more responsibility. I fully believe that. So you might go from a volunteer to being asked to help to train new volunteers. That's a big step. And then that continues through your sophomore year. And then in your third year, your junior year, we're hoping that you have the chance to take on more responsibility for the organization. For instance, this might be helping them with their social media campaign. As some of you might already know, there are organizations out there, these nonprofits, and they sometimes are limited with their resources. And what a wonderful opportunity for a college student who has the passion, who has the know-how, and who has a whole university behind them that could provide support and mentorship, for that student to go in and be able to use their skills to help these nonprofits that are normally strapped for both time and finances and even just capabilities. So by your third year, we're hoping that you are able to give back to these organizations in more creative ways. And then that carries through into your fourth year. And as you'll see, more of your time is spent to be invested in actually program development and program enhancement there. This model is malleable. So it can be and it will be adjusted for each of you on an individual basis. What you do may be a little bit different from what your partner next to you does. And it may change from site to site as well. The great thing about Bonner is that they are very student focused, and we're focused on building your skills in the moment to what's most important. So the reason why you're all here tonight, and the reason why you were invited in the first place to apply for the Bonner program, and it's a question you really need to sit down and ask yourself. Are you a Bonner? What makes a Bonner student? We have an idea here at Wilkes about what Bonners are like at other universities, but we're most excited to find out what a Wilkes University Bonner student is like. And that's where you come in. This is a chance for you to be a standout and to really help blaze the path here for Bonner at Wilkes. Overall, what we're looking for is a commitment to service, leadership potential, and good citizenship. These are all qualities that if you don't already possess, I guarantee you will possess by the end of it. And you know what? I just want to tell you, don't worry about what your current resume looks like. I know that's one of the requirements that we have on the application process. And we want to know what you spent your time on in high school and what kind of activities and what service you've already done. But we also recognize that sometimes there's other situations that prevent you from doing everything that you have wanted to do. And as I said in the beginning, that's where using the federal work study comes in. We want to make sure that you are afforded the opportunities to serve, to be actively engaged, to learn about social justice issues, and make sure that you are entitled to all that you deserve to be. So use that application if you choose to go ahead and do that. Tell us about yourselves and tell us about your situation, and not only about what you've done, but where you intend to go. Really, you are going to be part of the Wilkes University Bonner experience, and you will help dictate what future Wilkes Bonners look like. And certainly, if you have more information, our website is a great resource for many reasons. But if you go to wilkes.edu/Bonner, that's where you'll find more information specifically about our program and our goals for it. And also the Bonner application should be linked there as well. All my contact information, if questions come up after this program, feel free to reach out to me at any time. I, like everybody else in the admissions office, we're here to help and answer your questions.
Awesome, Kristen. Thank you so much for giving an overview of the program. That's fantastic. I think I learned a lot too. Right now, I want to see if anyone has questions. Like I said, you can certainly put them in the chat, or you can ask them live. We're happy to answer those questions. I did include in the chat just the link to the web page, as well as there is the link to apply right on the web page there too. So if anyone had wanted to find that information, you can find it right on the web page, as Kristen mentioned. Do we have any questions from anyone? I don't think so. You must have covered it all.
No.
Kristen, is there anything else you wanted to add?
The application process. So as far as the application, all the requirements are on there. We are looking for an activities list or a resume of some sort, so we know what you've done already in high school, and that there are 2 essays, short answers, depends how you look at them, right? 2 of them, and I really hope that you can use that opportunity to tell us a little more about what drives you and inspires you. And if writing is not your thing, that's also why we have the interview process. We'll do a one-on-one chat, and we'll get to know more about you guys through that interview. I know sometimes the interview might seem like it's a little scary and intimidating, but it's really just meant to chat with you one-on-one outside of a whole group setting, to learn more about your experience and give you the chance to ask more about Bonner and how you actually fit into the whole experience.
Great. That is really helpful. And just maybe you could give everyone a reminder of when our applications are due.
Right now we have a March 31st application deadline. If that is an issue for anybody, please reach out to us and let us know.
That sounds good. We did have a few people that just hopped in late. So I just wanted to let everyone know that we did record this presentation. I plan on sending it out to everyone after this. So just give me a little bit of time to get it up on the web, and I can send it out just in case anyone missed anything or wanted to go back and reference anything that Kristen mentioned. Like I mentioned, there is the link in the chat, wilkes.edu/Bonner. If you don't click on this fast enough. Of course, we did send a bunch of emails about it too, so I'm sure you have it there. Anything else to add? I think we covered a lot.
No, I welcome any questions, and certainly if questions come up afterwards, feel free to reach out to me. We're really excited about this new program. We've heard very positive things from other schools about the transformative effect and what these students have been able to do, both at the community partners, the volunteer sites, but also for the greater college campuses. So we really believe in the potential that all of you obviously must have, because it is an invitation only. And also, I guess I should mention, we're only choosing 8 to 10 students for each cohort. So it is a select program. And while it does have a bit of a sense of being exclusive that way, we really intend for our Bonners to use everything that we're trying to give them here to give forward and give out into the community and to, the greater Wilkes College campus. So, yeah, there's 8 to 10 students, so there is it is rather small.
That's great. Sounds like a great program, and so good for the university as well as the greater community, the surrounding areas. So that's wonderful.
We're hoping.
Well, thanks everybody. Like I said, just check out wilkes.edu/Bonner for all the details and info. I'll get this presentation out to you within about a day or so. So thank you, Kristen. Thank you everyone for joining, and congratulations on your acceptance to Wilkes.
Lots of luck to you all. Thanks for coming.
Thanks.